What makes, kind of piggybacking on some other questions about Leandro and his attacking ability, how hard is that for a center back or for a defender to have that kind of skill and mentality?
I think it's a great compliment to the type of player that he is. You know, he's a player that loves to try to find those passes that could help break down a defense. And when you have that in your team, Parkey and Leandro both have it. It makes it really hard for the other team to defend you. Because you know at any point when the other center backs have the ball, you can't fall asleep because all of a sudden they can find that number 10 in the hole and then they can turn and really hurt you. So I think it's a great aspect of his game.
How difficult of a pass was that to make that he made to Almo?
Pretty nice pass. He's pretty good with the outside of his right, though. I mean, I think he could do it again. So I don't think it was impossible for him.
Right.
But hard for other players, for sure.
Okay.
Can you talk about your role and maybe also the role of the fullbacks when you guys are pressing? Like, what is your job in that sense when you don't have the ball, you've lost possession? What's your focus when you know that the team is pressing tactically?
So in this, with Tata as a fullback, kind of in between two different positions, the winger and the outside back. So you have to kind of judge where you think they're going to play. If they're going to play their outside back, you got to jump to that guy. Or if you think they're going to hit it over your head, you got to be ready to get back to cover that. So you kind of cover two positions at once. And then if it goes to the other side, you're tucking in to help in the middle a little bit. But just overall, I think the way that he likes to press, you just have to always be thinking kind of if you're playing a couple positions at the same time and how you can help your teammates get the ball back.
And the idea is get the ball back, counter right away.
For sure.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, we always want to. We think of pressing as a way for us to score every time. So.
When you see Leandro with the ball at his feet and start to dribble and past half field and kind of get in the final third, what's your first reaction?
First reaction is trying to get the ball for him so I can help him attack. Secondly, just in case he loses it, would be ready to run back or just help him in whatever way I can, but also support him because I know if he's doing that, he's trying to make something happen, and he usually does.
Right.
So, just like I said before, just kind of thinking attack, but also defend at the same time,
Okay.
just in case.
I don't know if it was an Okrud.
No. He's a great player, so I would never think that.
Okay.
You haven't started scouting in Seattle yet, but what do you know about the Seattle team?
I mean, pretty much every year Seattle's a good team. You know, they got Dempsey, they got those big name players there. They're usually a good offensive team. They usually have some really good offensive weapons. Usually some good wingers going at you one-on-one. And then Dempsey can score at any point, so you always have to be aware of him. But yeah, we'll do our homework this week and just get totally ready for them.
Would it surprise you to know that Joseph has scored more goals than Seattle has collectively as a team?
That's crazy. He's having a great year. He's having a really good year, and I hope he just keeps it going.
You had 3 matches within, I think, a 10-day period, including 2 on the road. How do you think that will help you guys out for the rest of the season and then even looking further along in the playoffs where you have those 2 potentially condensed home-and-home contests?
Yeah, I think this last week was really good for our team. Just shows what kind of team we are to beat Orlando and then go lose that game to Dallas, which was a tough loss. But just to turn around 2 days later when we're all dead tired and still get a result just shows what type of team we are, and that just gave us a lot of confidence going into the rest of the season.
And how are you guys right now, having about a week off now, being at home, getting back to a normal practice routine?
Yeah, it's great to get back home, to do all the proper recovery we need. It feels like we kind of have a little break because we don't have a midweek game, and we've had so many midweek games recently. So it feels good just to be able to train and get our bodies back to normal. So, yeah.
One last question about the tactic pressing. Against Dallas, I know you don't want to remember what happened at the end of Dallas, but you got 85 minutes of really good football. And away from home, on a good opponent's home field, you guys came out and pressed right away. Obviously, it's something thought that I was going to ask the team, but as a player on the field, like what kind of does that give you confidence knowing that like you're not going to sit back on the road, you're coming into someone else's stadium and looking for a win right away?
Yeah, I mean we try to play every game the same way. We try to, whether we're home or away, we try to keep the ball, we try to press, we try to score as many goals as we can, always. And in that situation, maybe you'd think maybe we shouldn't have pressed necessarily at that moment because 85th minute, everybody's pretty tired. But when we decide something, we do it together. Even if it might not end well, we still like to do it together because usually if you do something together, it works out. But yeah, I mean, it shows that what type of team we want to be. That we're very aggressive and we want to keep scoring goals. So.
It's your identity. Right?
Yeah, it's our identity.
I have two questions. Raul Ruidiaz is Seattle's newest signing forward. He was the leading scorer in the Liga MX last year. How difficult is it to prepare for, he's expected to play on Sunday, how difficult is it to prepare for a player that you haven't seen play with his current team?
Yeah, I mean, we'll prepare for him like we prepare for all the forwards on every other team. I mean, we'll watch whatever film we can. I'm sure we can find some film from him playing in the other league. So yeah, we'll do as much homework as possible. But at the end of the day, we'll focus on our own defensive tactics and try to prepare like we prepare for every game.
And last question, we spoke to Chris McCann yesterday, and he said how nice it is to have a rotation between you, Greg, when he's available, and himself, even when one player is injured or another player is injured. How rare is that in your experience to have that kind of rotation at a position?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows what type of club this is and how well the front office did in preparing the roster. To have three players that could step in the same position and do a good job, and we're all good friends, so we support each other. If one of us is doing well, the other guy just tries to help him out and tries to help the team win. So it's a good continuity between the group, and it just shows what type of team we are.